So today is a very special day because it is this man's birthday. So you guys join me for the singing of our national birthday song.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday to you. Your mama doesn't want you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Well, I'll be damned if this is not the Babylon.
Nope. That is no more. It's dead. Raise hell, praise Dale. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Anywho's, tonight is the night. Tonight is a very good night. We are back. I keep trying to do these live videos, and Dustin never wants to show up for them anymore. So it's an issue, guys. It's an issue. I blame it 100% on Dustin. But tonight he's here on a very special day. It is, in fact, his 34th birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
God dang, you're old.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
man.
1 year
I gotta
away.
get my shit together.
What now?
I gotta get my shit together. I'm running out of time to become a millionaire, man.
You are 1 year away from being halfway through your 30s.
I
Hey,
know.
you look at somebody really successful like J.K. Rowling. She was mid 30s, mid 40s before she became a millionaire. Now she's a billionaire. So,
Yeah, but that's a special case.
no, it's not. There are plenty of examples like that. Just write a good ass book.
Yeah, I don't have that in me.
Ooh, here you go. Write you a romance novel, like a dirty romance novel for these ladies.
Oh, I know what I could do. Like I could write about this like fluffy Asian guy that like picks up this chick at a bar and then like thinks he's gonna like totally take her back to the hotel room and just have his way with her. And the next thing he knows, like his ankles are over his head and she's just like it's really weird and he doesn't know what to do about it. He's not sure if he likes it or not, but he's also a little too scared to say stop. So it just happens. I don't know. That might be that could sell some
That's a novel. What would you call it?
I'd have to think about it, man.
I got a good idea.
California roll?
That's a little too sushi-ish.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll put that one on the pipe burner. Maybe our guest can help us out with a name.
Our guest. So tonight, Dustin, tell everybody what it is we're doing. We're kicking it back off again tonight for the second episode.
All right, so 1 month after we said we were gonna do this every other week, which was
Look,
and like 3 months after we said we were gonna get back to doing content on the regular. I think we released one video since then.
no, we've released several, like at least a handful,
I don't know. We'll see.
like 4.
We decided to can the Babylon because it was played out and go back to where we originally started our live streams with this channel with the Collect Your Way, where we're going to look into the deep, dark corners of people in the community's collections at the stuff that maybe they don't show on other channels and they don't highlight in videos and stuff all the time because maybe they think really the stuff that people are going to come here to watch. It's not going to get the views. Well, we don't care about the views. We're here because we want to see the stuff that you really love, not the stuff that's like oh, I bought that because it's a key book. Like the stuff that if your house is catching on fire, this is the stuff that you're putting in a box because you love it. So that's what we're going to be doing. And tonight we have a very special guest, very good friend of ours. I love this guy. Like you always say, like, oh, I love that guy. Oh, I love that guy. Like I genuinely love this guy. Like
I don't say that all the time.
and
So
so I'm very happy that he is our first guest. Our next guest, we already have a guest lined up for the next show. Another guy that I genuinely love, like absolutely love the man to death. So very excited about that. We'll tell you guys who's coming up next. But tonight we have.
oh, hold on, we can do that. I don't have my let's do it again. Go ahead, Dustin. My bad. Let's.
Tonight's guest is.
Well, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no drum roll.
There used to
It
be.
just says drum 1, drum 2. I was expecting a drum roll.
Yeah.
Wow, this is ridiculous. We are struggling.
Yeah. He keeps getting ready, and then he's like relaxes. I think we should just throw him on at a random time so he doesn't know if he needs to be ready or relax. Adrian, PANDAWESOME316. You guys don't know.
Yay.
Awesome, awesome dude.
Ooh.
Friend to a lot of people
Got
out
the
there.
applause. Applause button was pushed. Yay.
This is a guy that I was part of, almost like bullying and into getting behind the camera the
Yeah.
first time. And ever since that first night, man, we've just been good old friends, man.
Hell yeah. Been friends
How have
for
you been
what,
doing, dude?
3 years now.
Yeah.
It's the beginning, man. You guys really helped me start out everything, and actually almost 4. It's 2004. We all started this in 2019, or started doing a lot of this stuff in 2019. So
Seems like a lifetime, doesn't it?
yeah.
And the only
Wow.
thing that's not improved is my mustache. So
Oh, that's funny.
it is ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, look, no matter what I do, I just can't get it to grow right here. And at this point, I refuse to let all the people that want to talk smack about it to win. I was this close about 2 weeks ago to getting rid of it all. I'm like, you know what? No, because there's always that one comment about my mustache, and if I shave it, you all lose. Okay, okay. But look, it's getting better. Look at this.
Well, as long as it takes the I have over here. I thought it was a pimple, but it's not. It's just like a red razor bump, and that's right there. Make sure you guys say hello in the comments. That's the razor bump. So,
All right,
and,
kick it off, Dustin.
as far as like ebooks and like mainstream like type stuff, like what kind of stuff you collect? You don't have to show any of it. Just kind of talk about like everybody collects ASMR, like that stuff too, right?
Hey, Dustin,
Is your audio going in and out?
your mic's going in and out. I thought it was just on me.
Is it any better now?
Yeah, that sounded okay. It sounded like, whoop, bop, boop, bop. Sorry, guys. We're going to get this resolved. Stick with this. I thought it was just me, so I was just nodding my head going with it. And then I pulled up YouTube and put myself on mute. And you sounded a bit wild.
Ryan, you're having a stroke. Yes. Yes, you are.
I know. Isn't it so frustrating? All this money we paid for these setups.
Oh, that's so funny.
I want to make commentary, but now it's kind of just let's watch him struggle in IRL.
Oh.
The birthday struggle.
Oh, even did the
Right.
old NES. Nope. Nothing.
Uh-oh. All right, let's take a bet, see how long. Ooh, thank God he had on underwear. I was concerned. All right. Is what it is. Oh, here we go. Nope. Check your setting and see if it took off the mic.
I'm counting down till I see this.
Is it working now?
Flip.
Sucker, man.
Yes, there it is.
Oh, is it working? Jesus. I had a Michael Cera moment there where I'm like,
I said, cockblockers. Oh, it's working. My bad. Wow.
Anyway, what I was saying was,
you know what? It's real life, fellas.
Right? I know you collect stuff like just like mainstream key stuff, Spider-Man, Venom, X-Men, Wolverine, stuff like that. I mean, you collect that kind of stuff. And I know that we all like keys and stuff like that, but I know you and I have a lot of very similar interests in other things as well. We both are close to the same age. Oh, you son of a bitch. Look at this.
pretty cool.
God. What you don't understand is every time I hear that song, I get like
Oh.
rock hard.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
It does
Nick.
it to me. That is fantastic. I am now going to be looking for a Jurassic Park music box. So, what kind of stuff you bring some weird stuff for us tonight, man?
I did. So actually, you guys see I wear a lot of hats because I've got this big old shiner on my head.
Yes,
So
you do, sir.
one of the things that I do is I like to put like enamel pins on there. Look at this one of Metalhead.
Love it.
So who is Metalhead? Because I am a clueless.
Metalhead is actually an invention that Donatello put together. It was a robot that he put together in their likeness um, to help him out, to do whatever. Ended up becoming sentient and becoming his own thing and everything like that. So this one coming from the video game.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Right
So I
on.
like putting these. I like putting these things on my hats and everything like that. Just a nice little, get a little DJ links in there for good measure.
There we go.
Oh, and then if you guys don't even know, Tyler from Whack Comics, they came out with the Steamboat Willie one.
I got them sitting
I
right
have
there
that.
on that shelf.
Yeah, I got that one too. And then
Mine's
of course
next to
you
my
gotta have
bed. That one is too. I don't know why they're next to my
You
bed,
have
but
the-
they are on my bedside table.
Tyler sucks. So I like when people send me their pins and stuff like that because I'm able to put them on my hats and I wear my hats every day. So
Yeah.
it's as if I'm just. And then my boy Joey over at Ninja Toidles.
Oh yeah, he makes cool stuff. I love whenever you
Oh,
unbox
yeah.
stuff from Joey.
The dude hit me up, hooked me up, got a whole bunch of pins and everything like that. Oh, you got the black and white one too? Oh, that's so tight.
I only have one enamel pin, and you can guess who it is,
Oh.
baby. Rocking it on
my
my Power Rangers hat here. But that's super cool, dude.
Oh, the
Oh
Pikachu.
yeah, the Pokey Pistol,
Pikachu.
baby.
Oh, I didn't know it was a
The
Pokemon.
pow, mother effers.
But that's not what I brought on to show you guys. What I actually do collect is a lot of turtle stuff, right? Now we know that one of the biggest ways of getting children involved in these characters is through the toys.
Oh yeah,
And so I brought a whole bunch of turtle toys.
awesome.
Not just any turtle toys, because my favorite guy is Mikey.
Oh,
Yes,
that's really cool.
So
killer.
he's got this kicker with it. If it works. Oh, there it goes.
Ooh,
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
the foot.
It's the foot. So
Do a
it's
freaking
also got
backflip.
Mikey right on the front.
Now, is that original toy line or?
This is original toy line. So a lot of this is not going to be any of the reprint stuff. They're going to be all the original, just like this, like 1993 Talker. You remember these ones?
Yes.
Where you put the white
Mhm.
cord in it, rip it, and it says something like "Cowabunga."
Yup. Yeah, those were so cool, man. I don't think I ever had those. I had the original 5, including Splinter, but I don't think I had the talkers. But I remember the commercials for them, man. They were awesome
Oh yeah,
because it was like the voices from the cartoon.
yeah. The original voices from the cartoon were the ones
Mhm.
that did that. One of my favorites. This is the wrestling Mikey.
Yeah,
Oh, that is
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then I also have the 2007, which was actually a really good series. If you guys never checked out the 2007 series, it got a little bit more serious, and then it went into the flash forward BS. But this series wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
Another one here we got Swashbuckling Mikey. Got all the barnacles all over him. Even
That's
got a little
funny.
goldfish on him.
I didn't know
That's
how many different versions of or like turtles they've done.
Oh, dude. Like some of my favorite ones
Oh,
were
man.
the sports ones.
Yeah.
Was
And
it
then
just for the
you have
toys, or were these
Surfer
from TV
Mikey.
shows?
Surfer
Or
Mikey, that's awesome, dude.
So they took a lot of it from the comic books too. So a
okay,
lot of the ones that you see from comic books are in toy form, but a lot of them did show up on the show.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, in terms of sports, there you go. You got Mikey as a skateboarder. Even got the skateboard on him too.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And then NECA did a couple. I don't know if this one is a NECA, but they had they tried to do the comic accurate ones. Now this one is one of my favorites. Absolutely one of my favorites. This is the NECA actual Mikey,
The
with the
Mirage.
color, yeah, the Mirage.
so it's funny you said NECA because I just see all neck right there, and I'm like, oh, it's just pure neck.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
if
You
you
can
if
see
you
the
ever
turtle
look
tail
at
too.
yeah, you have to look at the way they were depicted in the original comics. I mean, they were drawn very, very
I got it
differently.
right back here.
A lot more squatty, shorter, longer necks, tails,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
and
I even
very
got a little
menacing.
Lego version for
Oh, that's
Mikey.
cool, dude. That looks neat.
Yeah. Oh, and Dustin, I'm pretty sure you've never seen these before. These were from the TMNT #3. They're all playing cards,
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's killer.
and I've got every single one of the cards in here too. So
Awesome.
that's
Was that like a
fantastic.
pack you buy, or you collected them, or
That was actually a gift from a friend of mine from work. He
okay?
was cleaning out his house, and he ended up finding them. And he's like, you know
Awesome.
what? I know somebody that likes the Ninja Turtles, and he ended up giving it to me. So that was really
Awesome.
cool of him. So shout out Brandon. Thank you, man.
That
I
page
see a
Nick
little
just
bit of neck
showed.
here.
That page Nick just showed. I
Hmm.
believe it was from issue #2, first page of issue #2. If I could pick any piece of Turtles original art outside of any of the covers, like and probably other than the covers, that's the piece right there.
Which one was it?
That the kiss your butt goodbye.
Oh
Pull it
yeah,
up.
That is
issue
absolutely
2.
my favorite. I love it.
And then they had the
Oh
2012 version.
yeah, my son loves that version.
This version wasn't bad either. I just the only one that I don't have, the only version I don't have is the Rise of the TMNT. I just couldn't get into it. Yep, Raph saying
Is
kiss your
Rise of
butt.
the TMNT the one where Raph is like twice the size of everybody else?
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah,
like
Hagen loves that show too.
gigantic.
He loves that one.
Got the Q fig.
You showed that off
Yes, it
not too long
is.
ago. I remember when you showed that off.
Yeah. And then NECA has just been killing it with all the properties that they have, especially the turtles. And they have that Turtles in Time
Oh, dude,
right
that's
in that
killer.
stage. Oh my gosh, right? And it's
Yeah,
got a stand to it, so it's able to stand. Oh,
that stage
love it.
right that stage introduced any child who played it to early term massive depression
Oh
for sure.
yeah, I remember trying to play Turtles in Time at Chuck E. Cheese, and I must have spent at least 20 of my dad's dollars in that game just trying to beat that one stage. It was soul crushing, really,
That's
honestly.
the one great thing about having the one up
The
arcade
tail.
one up
Oh,
because I can just put as many lives as I want to on there and beat it every time
Mhm.
now. Like
I love
Oh,
that thing. I don't
and
know
then
if
I
it
get
was.
to feel good about myself. Like I can do it now. But if I didn't have unlimited lives, there's no fucking way.
I love
oh,
that
and
one
then
you just showed.
oh, you're talking about the ones where they're turtles,
Yes, I don't know why, but I think
the
those are
mutagen ones.
so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one was a 2012 version. I cannot for the life of me find the 1990 one that
Yeah,
I have.
they were a lot darker green too and kind of
Yeah, a lot
boxier.
darker.
Was it Justin that had those?
I don't know.
I remember seeing those. Oh, is that a pizza thrower?
That's the pizza launcher.
Yeah, this is the pizza launcher one. This is the actual because I know they had redone these ones, but this one is actually from the 1993 line. Still plays it.
Hell yeah, dude. Had one in the chamber ready to smoke somebody.
There you go.
Oh, he's
But,
here. I've been
you got to
waiting
get
to do
on
this. Hold
those
on.
with it.
I've been waiting to do this. He does it all the time, and now I can do it too. What's up, Steve? It's morphin' time, sucker! Bow! Get you some. Yeah. Now I can do it too. This is the first time I've ever had a morpher. Oh my god, my hand just.
Not be dehydrated, though,
Your
buddy.
hand just cramp.
Yeah, it does it
From
all the
morphine?
time. It's part of it's with my work, man. I don't know. It's been doing this for like the last 5 years. That was bad.
Ooh, you might want to check for rheumatoid arthritis, man.
Whew.
That's how
But
my
yeah,
dad's is.
first morpher I've ever owned.
That's cool. Oh, one of my absolute favorite. You remember Rapping Mike?
Yes, that's the one I
Even
was thinking of.
has
Yes,
even has the microphone, nunchucks, and everything.
that is awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I love it because he's got the what's it called, the
Oh,
the
the
brass
brass knucks.
knuckle, the brass
What it
knuckles.
says,
Yeah.
Mikey or something across it.
Absolutely. So, Viacom, when they bought out the Turtles from Peter Laird, they actually came out with a 1990 movie version of the Turtles,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the one that they did themselves. That looks
Which,
nothing like the 1990 movie.
yeah,
So luckily, we
it's
have
not a bad figure. It just doesn't
freaking,
match what they were
but
going for.
it's nothing compared to that
No,
NECA
no.
1990 movie accurate
Bro, we
turtle.
all went hard on the NECAs. Like we were cutting people's throats over the NECAs, dude. Like fights in the
For
Walmart,
real.
like it didn't matter. Like I would step on an old lady's throat to get to them if they were out and they were there.
Man, I was hitting up Justin for a lot of things. I was trying to see if he had some. He had something
Justin hooked
else.
me up. He was able to. I think he hook me and you up with a set with one of them. What was it?
I do believe so.
I can't remember what it was.
It was a 2-pack?
Yeah, was it?
Was it the Donatello and
I think for me it was Raph and Casey.
the Raph and Casey?
Yeah.
And I want to say he hooked me up with the Leonardo and Donatello set, or
Maybe
was
that's
it
what it was. Yeah.
Leonardo and Raphael?
Okay.
Either way, I was missing those two, and so
Yeah.
Justin hooked it up. So,
He may have found
ooh,
every single pack I got.
oh man, and NECA killed it with the Last Ronin too. You got the armored version here, and the unarmored version.
But that's Ronin?
Yeah, the Last Ronin.
Weird. Okay. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
That's definitely interesting. Those look good, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love when
and
they
these
do the
ones
comic book and
actually. Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I love whenever NECA does any of the comic book or cartoon ones because they add those dark black lines to really animate the features of the character and make it look like it was like it's a drawn picture. And I love when they do that. They do that's one thing that NECA rocks out of the park.
Oh yeah, they really killed it with that. Really killed it. And the thing about that is that okay, so you know the 1990 movie NECA toys that they have, how stiff, how
Mm-hmm.
very very rigid everything is. Do you
Yeah.
have the Last Ronin figure?
Mm-mm.
It's so much more malleable. It's so much more softer. I wish that they would go back and redo the 1990 movie, or at
It'd make
least
them easier to
following
pose
through.
without having a heart attack every time a joint pops.
Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you. One of Mikey's hands is now stuck the way it is because it popped off. I mean, I had it in the hot water and everything, and it still popped off. Justin was actually the one that taught me to go ahead and like put it in hot water for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then move around the joints a little bit, so this way it'll. Because he's the king of toys, right? The king of
He
figures, I
used to
should
be.
say.
He used to be.
Used to be, but I'm pretty sure even though he got rid of 80% of his stuff, he's still the king of toys on this one.
Knowledge wise, for sure.
For sure. Let's see. Ooh. Dustin, you know where this one's from?
Oh,
Is
that
that
the new movie?
Jenica?
No.
Is that the
Oh,
new
It's just a
movie?
lighter orange. Which one?
No,
Is that the
that's
newest
the
movie?
TV show.
Newest movie? What movie?
Yeah. The Rise? Is that Rise?
No, this
Or is
isn't
that
Rise.
TMNT?
This is a TMNT. This is that Batman and
Oh, Batman and TMNT. Yeah.
Yes.
the Batman and
Nick
TMNT.
loved that. He wanted the Michelangelo dressed up as Batman one so bad.
I want the one
I
that won
do
a T-Rex.
too.
Yeah.
This was
So
a
good.
2-pack. This was actually a 2-pack. This had Michelangelo and Alfred. So I have Alfred over on the shelf over there as well.
That's awesome.
Let's see. And I do believe that is all my figures that I brought, except my pride and joy in the whole.
I bet I can guess which one it is.
Which one?
It's got to be the OG, right?
Oh yeah, I showed the OG already. He was on that skateboard, soft head.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
So the skateboard was a separate. Did the skateboard
Yeah.
come by itself?
Or came by itself. That was.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a relaunched original Mikey with the skateboard.
No, that
That's
was
crazy.
the
I did
original.
not know that. I'd never even seen the skateboard before, so that's cool.
Well, I figured out who really turned the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into the gigantic things that we know them today, and that's Mr. Steve Irwin. Oh, holding the TCR.
That's hilarious.
What? Where did you get Steve That is awesome.
That's the weirdest, funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not even joking you. This came from a garage sale. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, baby, I got to buy this. She's like, you're not buying a toy. And I was like, baby, I don't care. I'm buying this. Here's $2. She's like, it's only 50 cents. I said, it's worth $2.
That is awesome, dude. That's kind of like my odd figure of another animal living family favorite. Come to me, jungle friends.
Hold on, somebody give me the backstory of Steve Irwin holding the. Is it just a random thing somebody made, or this has canon events, or what is the deal here?
No. It's just a random toy that I had that he's just holding the TCRI canister.
Okay, because it looks
yeah.
like he's got a yellow mask.
Oh no, that's the different skin tone from his head to his actual chest. As you can see, his chest was
all
a
Australians
lot darker.
All Australians have that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I need to find the batteries for this because this thing actually talks.
Voice activation.
Both of his lapels here, or not lapels, but his
pockets.
His pockets. They both press into something. So I really want to see if this will work.
That's cool, dude. I love that.
Hey, there's Lee.
Right, you got to do something like figure out something to just keep that guy on your desk. Like I literally I bought this and it has literally sat in my pencil holder like this ever since I bought it. He stays right there.
Yeah, I was
only toy that I have left.
Oh, really? I was going to say because Steve Irwin stays on my desk holding that TCRI canister along with Biggie.
Right on.
Biggie Smalls, one of the best rappers alive.
Oh, I have no clue.
Except he's not. Except he's not.
Except he's not. Oh, last turtle I want to show off. Yes, I even have Troll.
Dude. Why did I not think of that, dude? And Nick's laughing, but he does not understand how pricey those things are.
Oh yeah. This was actually a gift.
Expensive.
This is actually a gift from a friend of mine in town and stuff like that. He said that he had it, and I was like, no way. Sent it to me, and I was like, I love you. I love you so much.
Those things are hard to get your hands on too, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hard to get your hands
to have the hair not cut or anything like that.
Right. Because I'm pretty sure I cut the hair on one of mine. I think I had the Raphael because Raphael's always been my favorite, and I'm pretty sure I cut the hair on him.
Oh,
he had like a Guile from Street Fighter, like top. What do they call it? Flat top with the fade almost. Like it was serious.
So gosh, that's the funniest thing I think I've ever seen is that.
Well, at the time in the 90s, Nick, like those trolls had just come out and like they had taken for whatever reason, the trolls were like a huge toy for girls. And I guess that was their way of getting us in too. Like, oh, we're going to put it on a turtle.
Do they do like a turtle Furby? Because that would be funny. You guys remember Furbies?
I remember Furby. And I wouldn't doubt it if they did. It was the 90s.
Let's Google it. I should
wonder-
get my daughter a Furby.
How I don't think Build-A-Bear's done turtles. Like that's crazy. Like
No, they have.
Oh, have they?
Build-A-Bear did. I'm pretty sure Build-A-Bear did turtles.
Okay.
Trolls were huge.
Do you
Didn't
have
they
any of
also
the
make, like,
Playmates?
My Little? Say what?
Do you have any of the Playmates from the first 3 movies?
Oh no, that's one of the things that I've been trying to get my hands on is because they actually didn't make any toys for the first movie.
Right.
They made it for the second movie.
Okay.
And the second movie, they made them all rubber. It wasn't any kind of hard plastic. They were all rubber. You remember that? Where you could
I never had any of them, but I've seen them out and about.
Yeah.
You don't have any of the soft heads?
I do. Mikey over
okay.
here is the soft head.
The soft heads of the original set those get pretty expensive, right?
Uh-huh. Squeeze.
Nice. Yeah. All mine were the hard heads. Did they? So, and I mean, I was only like 3 years old when those came out, so I mean, I don't remember exactly how it worked. But did the soft heads come out after or before or at the same time in different areas, or do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know. I don't know if it was like a manufacturing thing where they just try to cut costs and maybe the next year they did soft heads
Okay.
instead of solid. But I want to say the solid heads came out first, right?
I think so. Because that's the ones I remember having.
Yeah. So
I want to get a graded, or not even graded. Like I want an on-card, unpunched Raphael Playmate. Like that'd be incredible. And what's crazy is Ali over at Elite Comics gave out an entire unpunched set with Splinter.
What?
Yeah, as a giveaway during the last live sale that we did.
Who did that?
Ali over at Elite Comics 11. Yeah,
Ali.
it was incredible, dude. I was like, bro.
This looks like something that Sophie Campbell would make in his book.
Doubt it.
It's like
Fugglers.
Yeah.
What they're called?
Yeah, fugglers.
Well, they are
turn
fugly.
inside out.
That's literally what they are, is just fugly creations, but that's hilarious. I was trying to find Furbies, and this is the closest thing I could get is somebody's artwork of them.
That's also fugly as well.
Yeah.
So Ryan,
toys.
I've just been collecting Mikey. I do collect a lot of the other turtles too, but it's just here and there. And if it's anything, it's gonna be like I got the ice skating, the hockey player Leo.
Yep, that was from the sports line. I love the Raph is like he's wearing almost like a Michael Jordan jersey. I was the one I remembered having too. Oh yeah, rocking Donatello.
Rocco. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I need to get I need to get Leonardo and I need to get Raphael in this line because I have Rap and Mikey, and I've got rocking Don.
I love the way they did the mouth on that.
Oh yeah, exaggerated and everything.
Mm-hmm. I wanted the NECA line for the Turtles in Concert so bad when they came out. And I was like, I'm just going to wait because eventually they're going to go down. And then they're probably...
didn't it come with a t-shirt and everything too?
Yeah. And like, I'm sure they're way cheaper now, but I haven't even looked. It's like one of those things, like, I guess the FOMO ran off to the point where I was just like, I completely forgot about it. But I mean, I had the VHS for the Turtles in Concert, man. I loved that freaking VHS.
Speaking of VHS, just picked up another copy.
Pizza Power had to be my favorite song from that too.
Pizza Power. Pizza Power. Yeah.
Flying saucer food delight.
Dude, you and Burke both wanted the musical music on tour. And yeah, I had that one on VHS. Did you ever get the vinyl record that came with it too? Yeah,
I don't even know where. I don't even know how I ended up with the VHS.
Oh, yeah. So
dude, I think I
had vinyl with it too.
So I still have my quarter scale NECA Raphael in Disguise, It's complete in box. Box has been opened. I've displayed him. He's now back in the box, but I've got that. And out of that quarter scale NECA line, like that's the only one they never redid. They redid the entire line except him.
Why?
I have no idea, but it at some point out you got to imagine like that's going to play some part in the value of that. But that's literally out of my NECA turtles. That's all I have left.
Mark, how did I feel about the TMNT MMPR TV crossover? Well, it was awesome to see because it was Rangers in Space at that
Yeah.
time, and they crossed it over with the horrible show with Venus de Milo. And did you know like there's actually film pictures of the girl that was actually inside Venus de Milo, and she smoking. She was a smoke show herself.
What is Venus
You
de
should see-
Mayo?
She was the original female turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool that they did that. They just did it too late. It was wrong turtles, wrong Rangers.
Yeah. I think
Like
so
if they
too.
had done it with like the movie Turtles, like if they found a way to bring the movie Turtles onto Mighty Morphin set, bro, it's over.
Yeah, that would have been the ultimate crossover right there. But
Yeah.
Haim Saban doing all that.
Yeah.
But I will agree on that one. Venus
Yep,
over
100%.
Jenica, though. I
1000%.
will agree on that.
Yeah.
Venus over Jenica.
Yeah. At least Venus had some sex appeal going on, you know?
I know, and she actually had a story behind her, and not just a human turned into a turtle, and all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah. And here's a weapon that you can never use because turtles don't actually ever kill people. But we're going to give you these Wolverine claws that you can literally never use because it will never make sense.
But it'll just be really cool to draw for everything of her.
Yeah. Yup.
Well, speaking of some odd toys, look what I found.
I'm going to see what I got over here.
Because this is interesting. I am intrigued now. It's
What
the
a Kenneth
15
Bird?
weirdest toys
Oh, yep.
of TMNT. Have you ever
That
seen
was
this?
the Scumbug. That was did you watch the new movie?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I have no desire to.
Scumbug was one. They had a pizza guy. Pizza Face, I think is what they called him. Is he on there?
Well, just that is just the strangest thing looking. And then
Mutagen Man. Yeah, Mutagen Man was actually a really cool figure because you actually got to see the inside of it from once through a clear plastic, and it was just really odd. But at the same time, you've never seen the inside of your toys.
Yeah.
You know, so that one was a really interesting one that I had as a kid as well.
So I found a couple things here. Oh, one good. I think this would be a great opportunity to plug a friend of ours, Brian Silverbacks. Nick, can you pull up Brian's page so we can show off his 2023 October prints that he did? I was actually able to help him out with that. He hit me up a couple months back and asked for me to give him some help with characters, and he did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Good Guys. He tried to pull as much of the characteristics of each character from the original toy lines as possible. So you've got Mutagen Man in there, Flaming Carrot, Mondo Gecko. Who else is in there? You got the Panda, which was a very hard one to get your hands on. Panda I should have told him to do Scratch the Cat. I didn't think about Scratch the Cat, but
instead of Jenica.
Oh, you got Muckman. You got.
We went with some deep cuts on some of them for sure.
Did.
I tried to talk him out of Jenica, but he said Jenica had to be there because, well, had to.
Part of the movie, yeah.
But
I get it.
But yeah, I mean, he did a great job capturing like the OG original style of these characters. So you guys can go and purchase these 11 by 17 original art prints from Brian Silverbacks. Hit him up on Instagram or Facebook. He has links to his website on both as well. You can go to his pages and see the black and white actual original art, like as he was going, and he kind of shows you guys, like, I mean, he's got Slash in there. I mean, it's really, really cool. Wingnuts in there, the Triceratons. But he shows you progression shots. As
Ace
doing them.
Look at Ace.
I know
That's funny.
he killed it, man. He did it. I told him, I said, I'm very particular about how the Turtles characters are drawn and whether or not it's something that I'm gonna like or not. Like, there's people that are great artists, but I don't like the way
Oh,
that
there's
their turtles
Tattoo.
are depicted. Yeah.
Tattoo, the big sumo wrestler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved how he did them, and I told him, I said, look, man, I said, you know, I'm particular. You know, there's great artists out there that draw the turtles, and I don't care for how they draw them, but he killed it, man. I loved his Triceraton, man. The Triceratons are some of my favorites from the original comics. They were super cool. But
This is one I had him commissioned to do for my
Oh
wife.
wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys go check Brian out. Tell him that Two Brothers Comics sent you, and grab one of those art prints because they are limited. His Bebop and Rocksteady he did down there, absolutely incredible. I want to buy the original art to that Bebop and Rocksteady.
Where's it?
Go down right there.
Oh,
Ooh.
The original art for this is absolutely
That's
incredible
bad.
looking. Like, at some point, I'm gonna have Brian Silverback's the actual original art on my wall, because, and it's gonna probably end up being this, because I just loved the depiction. He did such a good job, and you can find his original art for sale on his.
I
on
love
his
this
page
one
as
he
well.
did. Well, now it's gone, but this one. And yeah, no, and it's gone. Okay, never mind. I'm never gonna be able to show you guys. It's just disappearing. Yeah, he does some amazing work for sure. And this is kind of what he starts with. So
Yeah, and he has actually has this available on his website so that you can download it and you can draw along with him and do your own. And he does a different line every year. He's done He-Man, he did Fifth Element, he did Mortal Kombat, which surprisingly he did not enlist my help for, but he still killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Yeah, I met Brian 2 years ago. That guy is one of the sweetest guys, and just name dropping you guys. Oh man, it was just like, oh, come here, give me a hug. I was just like, oh, this is
I was
so
surprised
awesome.
you didn't kick you right in the ass and tell you to go away.
No, he loves you guys. He could not stop going on about you guys.
Yeah, we love Brian, man. His flaming carrot he did, man. I love how
Oh
he's
yes.
able to capture the eyes. Like, you can see the face, you know, like you can see like he has like that pissed off look. I loved it, man.
And I like how he did it the same way as Todd McFarlane did, shading in a lot of the front of the face.
Yep.
That's cool. That's a
Yeah.
good touch. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean,
Oh, I see Fugitoid's in there.
yeah, Fugitoid,
Dang, you got
Metalhead,
a whole bunch of people.
I
Usagi
mean, Leatherhead.
Yojimbo.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to go with some deep cut characters, and you know, he said he wanted some well-known characters and a couple deep cut characters. I mean, look, he's even got what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. The pizza delivery boy. Kino.
Kino.
Yep.
Kino's in there,
Kino.
right next to Triceraton.
That's awesome. And he has him right above Donatello, which makes it even better because Kino, Ernie Reyes Jr., was actually the guy inside the suit for Donatello in the very first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
And there's so many of them he made look exact like the panda. Looks exactly like that toy.
Dude, yeah, he killed it on this one. Mondo Gecko. Dang, I gotta buy this. I gotta get this.
Hit him up because I mean they're very affordable, and for what you're getting, man, it's really, really nice. He did a great job, and he always has his prints are really nice. They're not like, you know, cheap paper and stuff. They're really good quality. That's the word I was looking for. PandaCon. Thank you. I could not think of the daggone panda's name. PandaCon, yes. And Slash, man, that's old school Slash too. Like, love it.
Oh yeah, with the one eye huger than the other one. Oh
and
yeah,
got the color right. Like, that's the perfect color for Slash.
Mm-hmm.
He put a lot of work into making sure the details on these were very, very on spot. The bird's name under Splinter.
Oh, that's Ace Duck.
Yeah, Ace Duck. He was a badass.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't put his wings in there because he had a really big wingspan.
Yeah.
And then he's got Napoleon. He's even got Napoleon the Frog right there in front of April.
Yep.
Has it the right color too. That's crazy. That is awesome. Dude,
Yeah,
he killed it on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, if you end up going and buying some, just let him know that you saw us talking about the print here, and you know, he doesn't get you a discount or anything. Just lets him know that you know, people are out here and showing his work off, and that we're, you know, people appreciate his artwork. So it's always good for an artist to know that their work's being appreciated and talked about. So,
well, can we talk about somebody else's artwork that is on appearance here? You see that photo of him? I took that photo.
Nick did.
All the photos of Brian
Oh.
Silverbacks you see.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Joe
So
boy.
everything on the cons, everything in his promo, photography done by me. You're welcome. Not you're welcome to him. You're welcome to you guys for being able to see this, you know, purple collar popping individual in
Rico Suave looking mother.
beautiful clarity.
Well, I pulled a couple of things that kind of go in line with the stuff Panda was showing off, just to kind of show a little bit, just because I have them. I lied. I said I only had one pin, and that it was the Tommy Green Ranger. I got these from Justin Birch from a Loot Crate. It is the TMNT movie pins. So there's Raphael, and you know, he was paired up with Casey Jones, who I keep on my TMNT video game hat. So he's been on there ever since I got it.
Damn! I remember hearing that in the movie theaters and just looking
like,
at my dad like,
"Are we cool?"
Because yeah, like, are we walking out? Because I'm not walking out. You're gonna go by yourself. Like this, no.
This is a hard to find one too. The
the Turtle
Funko Turtle
Funko
Bus.
Pop. Yeah, you got the original Mikey in it,
complete with the Michelangelo eating the pizza. Which I don't want to take him out because he's a little difficult to get back in there. You know what? Screw it. We're live. Let's take him out. So Michelangelo eating the pizza.
Here's the second movie version of the Funko Pop version of what you have.
Now I do have the entire original line of the original Turtle Funkos.
I was about to say those go for a pretty penny.
Yeah, I have those right there.
Oh man, you even got Casey Jones and Splinter with him?
No, that's Shredder.
Oh, that's Shredder? Oh yeah, because Casey Jones
wasn't a part of the original line.
He came out the same time as the TMNT.
Yeah, like last year. Last year, the year before. Yeah. My wife actually bought that Funko set for me at a local shop here, Killer Finds. He had the whole set, and she bought those for me. That was the first Funko Pops I ever owned in my life. She bought them for me while we were walking through the store on our anniversary. So that was super cool of her.
Dang. Oh,
and then I have my TMNT #1. This is the FHE. I don't know what that is. Does yours say FHE on it on the bottom corner?
Oh yeah, FHE.
Okay. So
Family Home Entertainment.
That's right. Now this is not my original. I think I picked this up off of a live sale. My original, the reason I know this is not my original is because on my original, I had colored in all of the turtles' heads on the label. I colored them all in. So I don't know where my original one is. It's got to be floating around my mom's stuff somewhere. And then I also have
number 3. There you go.
A lot of people hated this one. There was some cool aspects to it, though. I mean, I thought it was neat. We got Casey Jones back, so you couldn't be mad about that.
You really couldn't. But he played the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have my Secrets of the Ooze, but I do have something I don't think you have.
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty sure you don't have this. I don't know anybody that has this. You, Houdat, Burke, all the turtle guys I know, I think I'm the only one that has a can of Shredder's turtle soup.
What? Did you just print off a label, or is that like an actually bought Campbell's soup, Shredder soup?
Dude, this is a legit Shredder's condensed turtle soup label. Like that's
crazy.
It says Ingredients: turtle stock, mutant turtle meat, genuine TCRI ooze, contains less than 2% of salt, turtle fat, sewer water, monosodium glutamate, cornstarch, modified food starch, dehydrated turtle broth, faulty robot foot soldiers, soy protein isolate, sodium phosphate, dimensional phosphate, dehydrated turtle, pure
Dimensional
ninjutsu extract, onion extract, and garlic extract.
and garlic extract. An actual garlic extract.
The
That's funny.
ingredients from corn and soy in this product come from genetically modified crops harvested in Dimension X.
You know, I didn't even get a chance to show off my favorite pin of all time. This one is my favorite pin of all time. This is a skateboard
Oh,
with
that's
this
cool, dude.
design, right? Well, the
That's
reason why it's my favorite is because I have the skateboard and
Oh,
have
that's
had the
killer.
skateboard since I was a young kid.
No
This is
way.
1989, and you'll love this part. Front of it, got your boy
Nice.
Raph.
Nice, dude. That's killer.
Dude, my kids and I have played on this skateboard so many times. This thing is so wide that my kids used to just lay on it, and I would just push them down the driveway, and
That's
they
awesome,
love
dude.
doing
I've
that.
never seen that before. That's super cool.
Yeah,
I remember my
oldest
mom
piece
used to
right
go, she used to go to yard sales and stuff all the time. And I remember I found the helicopter
there.
with the fist propeller.
Oh my gosh! And it had the trigger button to make the
Yeah, and it
propellers
shot
go.
and then it had the
Yeah.
missiles that were like punching. It had like boxing glove missiles,
hmm
and she found that. We found that. I don't know if she found it and I was with her or not, but I remember I got that thing home, dude, and I played with that thing forever. And I see them every now and then, but I haven't bought one. But
Okay, now with all this, with all the toys that you had, did you ever bring them into the bathtub with you to play?
oh, I'm sure.
Because they're turtles. They're turtle. You don't have any fond memories of doing that? I
I'm
remember having
sure.
Ace Duck was one of the first ones that I had like flying over and then like a bird going down into the water and picking
Oh yeah,
somebody
that's
up.
cool. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had all four turtles and I had Splinter. And I don't think I had any of the other ones. I don't think I ever had any of the other ones. Um, but I do remember for one of my birthdays or Christmases, opening up every one of the original turtles, and I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. But
Yeah. See, I benefited because my parents got divorced at that time. And so
two
what they did
Christmases.
exactly. That's exactly what ended up happening. It was because like my mom would buy me all this and my dad would be like, "How much did your mom buy you?" I was like, "She bought me 5 figures." He's like, "All right, let's go get 6." I'm like, "All right. All right."
Did you ever have Scratch the Cat?
I did have Scratch the Cat. Here's the thing is that I had all these figures, and then one day I came home. I think it was like 5th grade. My mom had a surprise garage sale and sold a box of all of my original TMNT toys and everything like that. And I think that's the reason why I try to collect so much of it that I do now, is because a lot of the a lot of the figures, a lot of the comic books and stuff like that that I
Mhm.
had, she just sold it out for me because she said I had to grow up.
Yeah, if my mom threw away Scratch the Cat, she would get a surprise kick in the head because, dude, Scratch the Cat goes for some major scratch nowadays. Like that, it's
Well,
crazy. It's like a loose Scratch the Cat in like moderate conditions, like $2,500 figure.
I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure I left the duty inside her bed that day and blamed it on the dog.
I would have.
Yeah.
So you Amber Hearded her.
We didn't grow up with the dog. That's the thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't know what happened to all my toys. Like like one thing that's always bugged me is I remember having the original 3 Beetleborgs action figures, the
Yep.
red, the green, and the blue.
Oh, were they
And
shiny?
yes,
Oh, I remember
and
those figures.
like a couple days after I got them, I got in trouble. They were taken away from me. and then I never saw him again.
Oh,
Ever.
she probably really did throw them away.
Like, I remember seeing them get put on top of the refrigerator, and then I don't ever remember getting them back. And I remember asking, like, where they are, what happened, like, never. And then they came out with all the other Beetleborgs action figures, like, you know, different Beetleborgs came into play in the show and stuff later on. And, like, I had all those, and, like, I remember having all those for a long time, the gold one, the silver and red, like, all those, had them. Never got the original 3 again. No clue what happened to them.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
there's
sad.
there's a lot of toys like that I want now, like the original 3 Beetleborgs. I would love to have all of the original 4 Street Sharks.
Oh, yes. That'd
And
be
those are
awesome.
so expensive, man. So expensive. Like, you can't, like, you can get a banged up out of any of those 4. It's going to run you like $80 for like an out of box kind of banged up toy.
Dang.
The toy soldiers, I remember Nick and I having those. I actually was in an antique shop this past weekend. The guy had 2 of the bazooka. What was his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Something bazooka. I forget his name. Brick bazooka or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, how much are those? They were still on card and everything, brand new, and they were just sitting behind. They were like stuffed up in a corner behind the front counter. And I was thinking maybe I could get them for like $10 a piece, $15 a piece or something.
$1.20.
Yeah, this cocksucker looks them up on eBay, and I'm like, oh, you can get all of my ass, homie. He's like, yeah, I couldn't let those go for less than like 60 a piece. I was like,
forget it.
Well, you might as well put them back up in that corner to collect dust, homie.
Yeah, Small Soldiers was
good luck.
Good.
Could you imagine like Super 7 or NECA doing toy soldiers?
Yeah.
I swear to shit, I would buy them all.
It's Small Soldiers.
Not Small Soldiers, not toy soldiers. Sorry. Yeah, if NECA or Super 7 got a hold of that line and
there you go, Mark.
My God, dude, that shit would be crazy. So crazy. I would love to have that movie. Like, I don't know if I would want them to redo it, or I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was really good at the time, but I feel like you could improve on it so much now with today's technology. They'd probably just ruin it, but
yeah, I was gonna say, well, at least they could still probably get Tommy Lee Jones to still play the voice.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Yep. Chip, what was his name? Chip Commando.
Chip Commando. Oh man.
Fuck the Gorgonites. Just saying.
We are a peaceful race.
Major Chip Hazard. My bad. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix or something. I saw it the other day, and I was like, man, I got to let my kid watch this. Like, he's old enough now; he could check it out. He'll dig it. But yeah, that shit was cool, man. I love it.
Ellie's probably Ellie's far too young, I think, still for it.
Yeah, some of that would probably scare her.
Yeah,
but.
So Nick, did you?
Yeah, that is. I didn't think about that, Mark. The chip they put inside made them pretty hazardous toys. So Chip Hazard was a pretty good name. I didn't think about that.
So me, as far as toys go, I don't remember, like, I wasn't really an action figure guy or anything like that. I remember having one soldier that was kind of like the Ken doll, but it was a soldier. I visibly remember that. But I was a Game Boy and a Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
okay.
I was like that first generation of Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP. I had every single one of them.
You played with wrestlers with me every now and then. I know you and I remember me and you having that the carpet that's like the town you put your Hot Wheels on, and me and you had like 3 boxes of Hot Wheels. I remember us playing on that all the time.
See, I don't remember that.
I do.
I remember the carpet, but I don't remember that. But I just, like, the earliest memories of toys were just honestly the Game Boy, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And
I can tell you what toy meant a hell of a lot to Nick.
Bokey?
Yep, his Bokey.
Yeah.
He carried his Bokey everywhere. Nick didn't have a blanket. He had Bokey, which is
Woody from Toy Story.
Woody from Toy Story. Nick had an original Woody from Toy Story. I don't know why he called him Bokey, but he was only like 2-3 years old. Yeah. But Nick carried that thing everywhere for so long.
Yeah. Sky has hers, and Ellie now has it, but I don't know whatever happened to mine.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like my original Barney. Like I had a Barney that I had, and it was the original Barney, and that was everywhere I went, I had it for so long. You had one too.
Yeah.
Yours was much bigger. I
Yeah,
remember you had one too.
it was like that furry, felty kind of texture, and it was
Mine was. Yours was the more just soft like cotton, but he was much bigger.
Yeah. Good
Did you
stuff.
write your name on his foot?
Yeah.
It's a pity our youngest brother wasn't a big Toy Story fan because his name is Andy. Like that's his legal name, Andy, not Andrew. It's Andy. So I mean that would have worked out. But
Big old
yeah,
Oh, that would have been cool.
Nick had his Woody doll. I remember Nick having one Power Ranger action figure, and it was the Power Rangers in space with the little surfboard thing they had. He had the Red Ranger, and I remember that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There's 3 brothers and 1 sister. I'm the oldest. Nick's second oldest, and our sister, and then our youngest brother. Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, your Game Boy was pretty big for you. I remember that.
Other
But
than
I
that,
can't think of. I mean, you know, for me, it was like nothing was bigger for me than my dadgum wrestling action figures. You know, like that was I had. Oh my God, I had so many of them, and that was all I did. And
you never got into the Game Boy stuff at all, did you?
now I played. I played. I loved the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
I remember having the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
Yeah.
and we had Rocket Power.
Rocket Power.
And those are the 3 I remember, you know, dabbling with. Brady Bunch comics, right? But I had the Jack Pacific bone crunching WWF action figures, and I tell my kid all the time because he
Ooh.
loves his wrestling action figures. I mean, he's literally
Those-
got like probably 50 of them over here, and he's got the new Ultimates where everything bends and moves. And I show him one of the Jack Pacific
Are those
ones.
all the Mattels?
What's that?
Are those all the Mattel ones that he has?
No. These are it was made by Jack Pacific.
Oh, no. The one that your son has.
Oh, yeah, it's whatever the newest ones are. I don't know who makes
Yeah.
them. Hold
But
on.
the Jack specific ones were the hefty toys, right? Where all you did was just really slam them together.
No, you're thinking of the original. So Jack Pacific. The Jack Pacifics, the arms, so the body was a hard plastic. The arms, legs, and the head were like a soft rubber. And the arms and legs moved and the head turned.
They moved.
That's it.
Okay. The
But
ones that I'm thinking of,
they moved up and down at the shoulder joint, and that was it.
yeah, the
And
ones that I'm
bend
thinking
the
of were the
knees and
ones
it
that
was-
had the poses. Where
Yeah,
it was
you're thinking
just
of like
pose,
the old. Those were like the old, like from the 80s. I forget the brand, but those are worth some big
LJN
money.
or something like that.
LJNs, yes, those are expensive too.
Are they?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
now
because
you
I remember playing with those back in the day, and literally all you can do is just slap them together.
Yeah,
Is that HBK?
yeah. So this is the Mattel.
Yeah.
This is what my kid has to play with now, which this is mine. But this was
I love the Mattel ones because they make them accurate. They said,
oh yeah, dude.
They said if he's 7 foot in comparison to the 5-inch figure that you have or the 7-inch figure, he's going to be like 8.5 inches. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just because of the height difference between them.
Yeah. And you know they
Love
got the
that.
True Effects where they've got new scanners where they scan their faces and stuff. And
That's so
this
cool.
one, the reason I bought this is this was from the first match that I ever the earliest match I remember watching as a child was WrestleMania 14. And I've watched that WrestleMania 1,000 times. And even though Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold wasn't the greatest match ever, that's the one that stuck out to me the most. Stone Cold winning the first time for the heavyweight championship. Shawn Michaels was absolutely, I mean, as a kid, Stone Cold was my guy, 100%. But as I grew older and everything, you know, Triple H to me is the GOAT. There's no one ever been better. No one will ever be better. He is the best in every way you could want a wrestling superstar to be.
The game.
He is the best in my opinion. And that's number 2 right there.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people will disagree with me, and they can They can try to do their, oh, he screwed his way to the top, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. In my opinion, Stephanie McMahon married up, not the other way around. Triple H
Goldberg
was
and DDP Halloween Havoc is the greatest match ever.
that's up there for me too, because I mean DDP is in my top 5. Like I have a very different top ranking 5 of wrestlers for me. I mean, than a lot of people do. I mean, I've Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, DDP.
So wow, DDP's up there with you.
I loved him as a kid. I still do. Like, I mean, and the guy lives like 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes from me. I mean, I've never been able to meet him in person. And he was actually at the show where we met Sting last month. And I didn't get a chance to go meet him because he wasn't at the table. He was walking around with Kevin Nash and hanging out with him and Mick Foley. So I didn't get to meet him before we left, which kind of sucked. But
yeah, did you get to meet Mick Foley?
Huh?
Did you get to meet Mick Foley? He's one of my
Mick
favorites.
Foley like 3 or 4 times, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Because Mick Foley's been your go-to character for T Sands, T Sands show.
Oh yeah. If you guys aren't watching The Hunt, man, it's about to get real nasty. Because there's going to be a casket match. Like I did an Inferno match earlier this year. And the casket match is next. So I'm not going to tell you guys how we're pulling off a casket match for a comic book YouTube show, but I'm going to tell you right now that it will never be topped.
I can't wait to
talk about DDP. Like I'm legit serious. Like I fucking love Diamond Dallas Page. That's a piece of one of his shirts he wore in WCW, signed and everything. The CGC 10.
Man, that reminds me of those Logo Man cards that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a piece of the actual clothing that the person wore. That's really cool.
But all summer long, I just took my kid to comic conventions, let him meet wrestlers that he loves. So he got to meet Rikishi. He loves Rikishi, so he got to meet him.
Oh.
And he got pictures with all these guys. So I'm going to get the pictures developed and have them framed really nice with these signed 8x10s or whatever they are.
I love how you still call them developed, even though it's just like printed.
Yeah, I know. I'm old.
No, it's funny.
So you got to meet.
I got to go to the photo hut.
This guy was such a freaking dick. Like I swear, I was ready to just he wouldn't even get off his ass. My kid is sitting there talking to him about a match that happened 20 years before he was born, and this guy couldn't even get off of his ass and take the picture with him. Like he wouldn't stand up, couldn't hardly talk to him. I was like, dude, you know what? You're a real piece of shit. You know that? He got to meet. He loves Jake the Snake. He actually has the elite figure that Jake is wearing all of this attire right here. It come with the King Cobra and everything. He loves Jake the Snake.
Man, I loved hearing that story on Dark Side of the Ring about that snake and Randy Savage going, "It's gonna bite me, brother."
This one was a big surprise. So this was
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah. So he got to meet Big Papa Pump and Jeff Hardy were the first two he got to meet. And we're walking in and I'm telling my wife and I'm telling Hagen, I'm like, look, Big Papa Pump may be a little bit of a dick. Like he may be a little bit of an asshole. I've heard he's kind of hard to deal with. And, I was like, Jeff Hardy will be cool, but he loves Big Papa Pump. Like, so he had to meet him. It was a complete opposite. Jeff Hardy was a total asshole. Scott Steiner brought Hagen behind the table with him, and they were sitting there looking at all the pictures and talking, and he let him hold the belt. And
that's what you want, man.
Yeah. They started talking about this when it happened, and Hagen was telling him about how he loved watching him and Triple H, and he was like, yeah, you remember all that, huh? He's like, here's the picture right here. He's like, I slammed that weenie, and they started laughing, and he said, and Hagen said, Triple H is my daddy's favorite, and he said, he looked up at me and winked. He goes, yeah, your daddy's probably a loser weenie too if he likes Triple H. He's like, I bet I'll slam him too. And I mean, he was just so good with the kid that, you know, it
That's
was
cool.
very impressive that he was that cool with him. Let him hold his belt and take pictures with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. And I've got somewhere over here, and I don't. What was it?
Mark.
Oh
Would
yeah,
have been
right.
funny if Hagen challenged him to a quick math competition. He lost math about, 5,000 matches ago. Oh man. So how long do you guys do this thing? Because I've got to go here pretty soon.
Oh, we're done, man.
Yeah.
I just got
Oh, we're
caught
just
up.
John now. Okay. Oh, you got all of DX?
All of them signed, baby.
Dang.
Love it. Only thing
Uh-oh,
I have
this
signed by Triple H.
Wait, you got
Um,
that signed before China died?
no, I actually bought this signed already.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, this was his most recent.
Oh, Sting. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got something else signed by Sting. I haven't shown it to anybody but Mark yet, because I'm waiting to use it on the hunt, and I don't want anyone to know I have it. But
Okay.
uh, I
Well, we
will
get off
say
here.
it
We
is
get
a
off.
one of one. There is no other on the planet. Probably never will be, and it will kick everybody right in the balls whenever they see it. And this one was for me,
There you go.
so.
God, what a
But yeah,
legend, man. Mick Foley. What a career. Oh, you got the actor that played Sub Zero and
dude, that was the coolest celebrity interaction I have ever had in my entire life with anyone. Like that guy. So I came walking up. I had the Sub-Zero hat on, the shirt with like the comic art,
yeah.
and like you would have thought he was there to see me. Like he saw me coming, and he starts like jumping up and down, getting excited. He's making me stand there so he can take pictures of me and send to his wife. And he's asking me about the hat, and then he's asking me how I enjoyed the movie, and then he's like asking me what my favorite scenes were. And then we go over, and he's got all the 8x10s, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this one here, and then that one there." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, like he just such an awesome guy." And showed such an appreciation that someone loved what he did so much. You know, it was just so awesome. Hugging my neck like we are family. Like I'm like
Oh.
he hasn't seen me in 20 years and has missed my ass. And it was, I mean, such a cool
that's
interaction
funny.
for a celebrity. You know, you're not just going up paying the pick, paying sometimes like, and that's why I don't do a lot of the celebrity stuff. I don't go and have books signed and stuff all the time because I'm just like, I don't care as much about like if I just wanted the signature, it'd be a lot cheaper for me to just buy it already signed.
Right?
But
And
I
not even
like
go
I
to a
like
convention.
right. I like the experience. But there's been so many times where I'm just like, okay, like I just paid all this money and you couldn't even act like you gave a shit that I was standing here. So okay, I'm pretty much done. But there's been a few who've been really, really good. Steranko was fantastic.
Yeah, but he does not like getting his picture taken. Dude,
Yeah.
when I met Stranko, somebody was filming behind me, and his big bodyguard came out of nowhere. Was like, that guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then Stranko. Did you ever see the girls that he was with?
Yeah.
I'm
He
telling
had
you, when
what's her
we
name
first
from
got
Skeleton
there,
Key Comics, not this year, but
Burke.
last year.
I'm telling you right now, Burke thought that this was an escort just waiting for somebody at PlanetCon, and Stranko comes down the elevator, and of course he grabs her by the arm, and Burke's like losing his mind.
Yep. Yep. And if you want to have a really good interaction with Steranko, compliment him in any way, and like you're in. Like first
Yeah,
thing I said to him was like, he was like, "Oh, you want to get something signed?" I was like, "Nah, I heard that the best set of hair that best head of hair that's ever graced comic books in the history of mankind was over here signing pictures and stuff. So I wanted to come check it out for myself. And I have to tell you, man, I am impressed. It lives up to the legend."
uh,
And he just thought that was the coolest shit ever. It's like we both know your shit ain't real, but you know what? He loved it.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
he
That's
was super
awesome.
cool, but I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, there's not a ton of people out there
Yeah,
that I have that feeling that I really, really need to have that interaction and stuff with. And like Mick Foley, the first time we met him, he was okay. The second time I met him, he kind of, I was kind of like, I wished I'd never met you. That way I wouldn't have had this interaction. Like, he pretty
Oh,
much blew me off, playing on his telephone. I'm sitting there talking to him and trying to have a conversation, and he's playing on his phone. He signed the picture and was just pretty much
that's
like, fuck off. And I'm like, dude, like I waited until pretty much like the line was dead. Like there was nobody else there. There was still an hour and a half left in the show. So it's like perfect timing. So I can go actually have a conversation with this guy.
and he couldn't give you the time of day.
Yep. Nope. Couldn't
I
do
bought
it. So
this hair in '93. They don't make them like they used to.
Jason David Frank was another one that was just, I mean,
The
just
coolest.
such a pleasure. Every time I met him, he was super cool. I mean, all the way to the very last time I met him, where I was in the lobby with him and he's getting on the elevator, and I was just gonna let him ride by himself, respect the space and privacy. And he held the door. He was like, "Hey man, you going up, dude?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, come on." And I was like,
Oh, can just share the same space.
so, him and the girl that was always with him, they were in the elevator, and then it stopped on the next floor, and like this older couple got on, and we go up to his floor, and he trips getting off the elevator and almost busts his whole face, and he caught it, and he was like, "You guys be careful, watch that first step, it's a doozy." And the door closed, and the girl that was with him was still in there, and I was just like, then like when he almost fell, like I like jumped, like I don't know I guess I thought I was gonna try to catch his ass, I don't know, but I was like, "Don't hurt yourself." We have to protect Tommy at all costs.
Yeah, at all costs.
He's getting older. We can't have him fall and break a hip. But,
like you were gonna dive onto the floor and have him hit you
right,
first before
land
the
on
floor,
me.
right?
I got you, bud. But he got off and the elevator door closed, and I looked at her. I said, this has been the best elevator ride of my life. Coolest thing ever. And she started laughing. She was like, "You've never met him?" I was like, "Oh no, I've met him several times." I was like, we did the film, we did all the video footage for a show that he was at, and we were with him for quite a while, and he was talking to us and doing really cool stuff for the camera. I said the fact that he invited me onto the elevator when I was not going to get on was just super cool. And the old lady that was there, she was like, "Was he a celebrity or something?" I said, "He's the greatest superhero that has ever lived." And I said it just like that, dead ass serious. And I was like, he's literally is the single greatest hero of my generation, and kids who grew up with him. I was like, he is the epitome of it. Like there's nothing bigger.
JDF, when I met him for the first and only time at PlanetCon that year, man, it was a dream come true. And he could tell how nervous I was, and so he just broke the ice by just saying, "Hey, blah blah blah, this and that." And I was just like, "Oh man, like to have like such self-awareness that of the kind of celebrity that you are, and still not let it get to your head, and still be just down to earth like he was, man." He was incredible, man, just so incredible.
And I thought I was gonna be slick the first time I met him. He was building that bike that used to be his dad's. It was like a panhead that used to be his dad's, and I was following him on Instagram, following the build, and I had my Harley shirt on and stuff, and so that was what I started talking to him about. And he was, he liked that, and I was just like, I'll give him a break from the Power Rangers talk and everything. He was like, "So did you watch the show?" Or I was like, "I loved it." I was like, "Dude, Green Ranger." He was like, "Green Ranger or White Ranger?" I said, "Yup." He was like, "Which one you like better?" I was like, "Can't. There's no picking."
You didn't decide?
I was like, I loved them both, man. Like it just, if you put the Green Ranger episodes on, that's what I'm saying is my favorite. You put the white ones on, that's what's my favorite, And Hagen, he was only like 3 years old, but he had one of the Bandai White Ranger figures loose in his hand, playing with it. And we were walking off. I had Jason David Frank sign a comic, and my Volume 1 Boom Studios hardcover, the first print. I had him sign his prelude that he put in.
Oh yeah.
Which was him talking about how he ended up on the show and everything. It was just like this paragraph he wrote for the hardcovers only, and I had him sign it there. And So we're walking off, and he's like, "Hey, I can sign that for him, man." And I was like, "Oh no, it's okay, man. We only paid for the other two because it was like 150 or $160." He's like, "Dude, no, it's no problem. Just I'll sign it. It's okay." So he takes the toy and he signs it on the back of the figure and handed it back to Hagen and gave him a fist bump. And I was just like, that was the coolest shit ever.
Dude, yeah, exactly the same thing. I only paid for one thing to be signed. I walked away with 5 things being signed because of that dude was just so awesome. I
Mm-hmm.
had 2 comics, but when I saw his prices, I was like, I can only do one right now.
Yeah.
And maybe tomorrow I'll come back and get the other one. But dude saw that I had all this stuff. He's like, I saw another Ranger book in there. Did you want me to sign that? I was like, I only paid for the one. He's like, don't worry about it. Like he looked at his handler and his handler looked like, I'm gonna charge this dude. He's like, don't. And I was like, dang. So he gave me one of the what is it, Legend of the White Dragon. He gave me one of those cards. He gave me a 5x10. He signed that as well. He signed both my comics. Like, oh my god, dude, that whole interaction was just the best memory
he
I
was
think
a special
I've ever
guy,
had.
man, for sure.
Very special, dude.
Austin St. John was another one that was really good. When I did the interview with him at Huntsville that year, I mean, just such a cool, down to earth guy. You know, he doesn't. I mean, I think even less than JDF understands how many people still love him. I'm like, dude, I'm a Green Ranger, White Ranger guy. I said, my 4-year-old, you walk on water and you can kick Tommy's ass every day of the week to him. I like, in his mind, Tommy ain't shit. You're the man.
You're the man.
You know, he just, you know, he loved it. You know, I'm like, you know, you're what you did what you guys did, like, is continuing on through other generations, not with the new Power Ranger stuff. Like we are bringing them up with what we watched, like, and they
With
like
what
that
we
way
watched.
better. You know, they
Yeah.
like it. It was way better. You know. And I told him, I was like, you know, Gold Ranger was absolutely the coolest suit ever. Like it to me, Gold Ranger suit was even better than green and white. I don't know, but
really,
I the Gold Ranger suit to me is number one, like toughest looking suit. I don't know what it is, but like
it had to be the heavy chest plate, man. Just
and just the
that
way the
whole
gold
thing
and
was
white
just,
and black, all the helmet,
the
man,
helmet
those
too.
Neo helmets were
Looking like,
already slick.
yeah.
So,
Oh man.
but yeah, he was cool, man. It was a good time. So, but all right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you get off of here, and I need to run too. I got to be up at before everybody.
Oh, even Nick left already.
Yeah, he's taking some medicine that's not agreeing with him lately, and
I
he doesn't
see.
really have a choice when it hits. He's out. So
He's out.
yeah. But thanks for coming on, man. We're glad that you got to hang out for a little while. You and I have been talking about needing to do this for a while anyway, so I'm glad we got to. And thanks for showing us some of the neat stuff that you have in your collection that isn't big key comics and stuff like that. If anyone wants to be a guest on this show, all you got to do is hit us up on Instagram, and let us know. If you have some weird niche things that you collect, it doesn't have to be comic books, but, you know, don't come on showing off used underwear you bought online. Yeah, I got to find one of those. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, I figured you would like that more than anything that I've shown. I figured that would be the thing that you're like, that's the one I need.
Absolutely. I can't wait to show all my Power Rangers buddies. Oh my God, what I just bought. You guys are going to shit your pants.
Oh my God.
Every one of you are going to shit your pants.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Like, there's like, I can't think of many things that would be bigger than this for a Power Rangers comic book collector. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Oh my God. Now I got to know.
And I did have to put it on a payment plan, so it's going to be a couple months.
Ruby.
Because it was a big purchase, but
Ruby, come here.
But guys, if you want to be on the channel and do one of the Collect Your Way shows, please hit us up on Instagram. Send us oh no, it's comic book related. Send us a DM on Instagram and say, hey, I want to come show off my weird shit. I know that there's a lot of you guys out there that do it, and I'm a little disappointed that some of you have not already hit us up. Next show, we're going to have Steve, Captain Comics, is going to be on here showing off some of the stuff on his collection that you guys have not taken a look at probably. And we are very excited about that. Steve and I go back for a long time now. We used to do a show together called What If Wednesdays, where we're going through the What If series. But love Steve, great guy, love him, and we're excited to have him on the next show. So please, guys, hit us up so we can get the next month or two scheduled out. We want to get these guests scheduled and ready to go on here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Panda, hope you had fun, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Always. Pleasure.
Absolutely. And that's the show, guys. So have a good rest of your week. And as always,
Collect your way.